that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Taylor Heineke scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On first down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Dallas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Open man is hard. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 44, Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Gino now to throw. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Ready, set.
They snap it to Smith. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 35 yards. And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Heineke. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. It's caught. Lockett. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll run for it. It's Walker, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Heineke. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Sly on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Commanders 20, Seahawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Jonathan Allen, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. On third down, here's Dallas. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Here we go on fourth. Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. Gibson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One more time with Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Slye is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Smith. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jamin Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Ready. Warrior 70.
On 4th down, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A toss left side for Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Heineke. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Now Heineke on 4th down. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. To the air again, Heineke. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Jordan Brooks with it. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10. change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. As they're backward and he scored now. The lead's down to 7. And now this makes it a random ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute mark.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Heineke. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down at 4. A give up the middle to Gibson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard at the 45.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. There's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Straight ahead, Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they should that one down with a little gain.
So a victory here for the Commanders. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory.